With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, now, wide 80.
Mike 54. Oh, you got deep?
First carry for James Conner. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
54.
Pick it up.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's taken in by Stewart. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 70 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, 49ers nothing. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Check 52.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yellow.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
43.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
I got him.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returnable now for Woodson. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Pick me up. Here we go. Easy. These two. Smoke.
Check out.
Takes both of them.
He's checking.
They run here with Stewart. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey,
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 41 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go back to Stewart on first. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Right there. Blue 30. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check 3. Lock it, sir.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Oh, yeah.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers nothing.
That! Like 80!
Mike 54. All day, just like that.
Hey.
Just like that. Check, 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 check.
Alert, alert!
Check 43.
Black is third!
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Get ready.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at his own 49.
All right now. Black 5! Alert, alert!
54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Stewart. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He was taken.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 54.
Black, what's that?
Mike's 54.
These 2.
The ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Luke, what's that?
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And that'll set him back 5. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Yellow.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Record. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Under crunch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes going to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of 2 there, second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55's mine, guys, 55. Hey, I'm coming.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go,
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike, check. 22, 44.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Antoine Randall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the run.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
No spacing.
Coming to you.
Buzz.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check it. Yellow. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Attack. Easy.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch twist.
The toss out to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm here all day. I'm helper.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Black 20.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Stewart. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Strip that ball.
Monday.
Check 37. He's crashing.
80 weapon. Check.
This is Stewart. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's what I'm talking about.
An all-time great tackler, Brian Dawkins, making the play there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
44.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Snickers. Boys, I'm letting you know right now, you better.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A big play